Welcome, and please be seated. I am Dr. Grace Baranick, Associate Dean and Chair of the USC Mrs. T.H. Chan Division of Occupational Science and Occupational Therapy. If you have not already done so, please use your device to scan the QR code on screen to view the digital program of today's event. It is my pleasure to welcome you, the graduating class of 2026, and your many family members and friends joining us here today to this auspicious occasion. It is a great joy to celebrate both your academic achievements here at USC and your incredibly bright futures that lie ahead. The class of 2026 represents the 84th graduating class of occupational therapy bachelor's candidates, the 78th graduating class of the post-professional master's candidates, the second graduating class of the entry-level occupational therapy doctoral candidates, the 25th graduating class of the post-professional occupational therapy doctorate candidates, and the 31st graduating class of occupational science doctoral candidates. We are confident you will carry on the tradition of excellence which your predecessors have established. And on behalf of our entire faculty, we look forward to your many future successes as you move from students to alumni with our USC Trojan family. It is my honor now to introduce our 2026 commencement keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Arame Anvarizadeh. Dr. Anvarizadeh is the president of the American Occupational Therapy Association, the national professional association that represents and supports nearly 250,000 occupational therapy practitioners and students. She is the founding member of the Coalition of Occupational Therapy Advocates for Diversity, a nonprofit organization striving to realize more equity and justice-centered practices in the profession. And she is a proud triple Trojan, having earned her Bachelor of Science degree in Occupational Therapy, her Master's of Arts degree in Occupational Therapy, and her Doctorate of Occupational Therapy degree, all right here at USC. So please give me a very warm welcome to your 2026 commencement speaker, Arame Anvarizadeh.
Thank you. Let me adjust this. Hi, everyone. Hi. Oh, thank you, Dr. Baranick, for such a kind introduction and for inviting me to be today's speaker. It's truly an honor because when I can remember when I was sitting in these seats, just like all of you today, and as a triple Trojan, like she mentioned, I remember sitting in that seat, and that seat, and that seat 3 times. So now I get to stand before you and speak life into your next chapter. And to me, it's truly a divine full circle moment that I don't take for granted. And gratitude is truly the space that I'm in as I look around and I'm surrounded by all of you. So today is a big deal. Yes, would you agree? Today. Oh, all right. Graduation, a symbol of your success. So a round of applause for your hard work, your dedication, and your perseverance. Also, a round of applause to your support system, the ones in this audience who had your back this entire time. Yes. As you went through our program, I call this your village. Shout them out. So today, as the majority of you are entering practice and science, I want to situate us in reflecting on our intentions in serving our communities, the influence and the impact that you will have on your communities, and the legacy that you intend to leave. And besides our reflection, I want us to consider how you have boldly, or how you have been boldly, using the 4 C's to lead through actionable change, specifically as it applies to transforming the fabric of our OT culture. Now, some of you may have encountered the 4 C's during my presidential address, but if you have not heard about them, they are our shared core values, deeply woven into how and why we lead and serve and show up for one another. They are community. How do you create it? Connections. How do you maintain it? Coalition building. How do you develop it? And courage. The courage to act, to stand beside courageous people, and to speak courage into others. How do you show up with it? Think about how you intend to show up for OT and OS. Are you driven by your core values, by the 4 C's? More specifically, what kind of change would you like to see in the organizations that you're a part of, in our profession as a whole, in health equity, in this world globally? See, we have to ask ourselves these questions because we must envision the extent to which we care. That's the key phrase. How much do you care? How committed are we in addressing what types of occupational and social justice that we want to see happen and get involved with? How will you stretch your courage muscle? What will you advocate for when it comes to access to care, access to education, and access to research? How will you build connections to be inclusive and equitable? How will you sustain a community of belonging? It's in your intention, it's in your influence, it's in your impact, and it's in your legacy. What are you dreaming about? And how will you enable those dreams to come to life? And perhaps your capstones and your portfolios and your dissertations are elements to make those dreams a reality. So yes, many thought questions today, but it really boils down to this. Do you have the tools to actualize your big dreams? So I want to drop some golden nuggets, which may include a few tips to help support you in your continuous pursuit of your professional goals. Is that okay? Permission? Okay. So it wouldn't be right as AOTA president not to share this. So our AOTA Vision 2030 is our North Star, and it has 4 foundational pillars. 1 focusing on creating an inclusive and equitable professional community, which is all about developing supportive environments, fostering belonging, collaboration, and diversity. Another pillar talks about delivering high quality and skilled care using latest research and encouraging innovative approaches to enhance treatment outcomes, essentially knowledge mobilization. How will you be part of actualizing Vision 2030? So let's hop into the first pillar, which leads us into golden nugget number 1. Now, first off, one aspect that separates a good practitioner from a great practitioner is understanding the critical role psychosocial and cultural implications play in a client's health and well-being. Yes. Being aware of these factors is imperative as we develop client interventions while engaging in holistic practice, which emphasizes the idea that occupations promote health and justice. So for example, food, mealtime, meal prep. When we consider the cultural implications, we realize that these occupations may resonate differently across cultures, right? This is why all assessments and occupational profiles should address this context. Some cultures, they may eat with their hands. Some may eat with chopsticks. Some may even eat on the floor. Therefore, we cannot assume that the dominant social norms apply to every single client that we serve. See, being mindful of these differences and asking intentional questions during evaluations and throughout treatment sessions demonstrates a commitment to being a cultural responsive practitioner and reflects advanced clinical reasoning skills. Your tip, implement it. Additionally, I want to emphasize the importance of moving beyond cultural competency and move toward cultural humility, responsiveness, and fluidity. See, competency, it's a checklist. It's a one-time course. I did it. But moving past this to humility is a lifelong commitment and reflective journey to self-evaluation and critique to readdressing power imbalances. Now, thinking about the other pillar, which essentially focuses on knowledge mobilization, leads me to my next question. How will your evidence and occupation-based practice and research impact the communities we serve? Golden nugget number 2. Looking through a macro lens, we have a responsibility to understand how injustices impact occupations and the daily lives of the individuals and communities we serve. As OT practitioners and researchers, our role is to identify occupational barriers and advocate for equitable access to healthy, supportive communities for all people. By understanding the relationship between systemic barriers and occupational justice, we begin to recognize the close connection between unhealthy communities and health disparities. This awareness better equips us to generate, to spread, to grasp, and to use knowledge in meaningful ways when working alongside communities that have been disappropriately impacted by these inequities. Furthermore, through this knowledge and reflection, we are also able to deepen our awareness of our implicit and unconscious biases that we may hold, and critically examine how these biases can influence the ways that we engage in research and provide care for our clients. Your tip: be aware of what bias is and how it can affect others. Increasing our awareness allows us to move bias from being unconscious to conscious, giving us the opportunity to respond with greater intentionality and accountability. This is one way that we demonstrate leadership within the ever-changing healthcare landscape. See, the onus is on us to understand how we can best deliver groundbreaking research, meaningfully serve our communities, improve client satisfaction, and ultimately advance overall healthcare outcomes. So now, let me tell you why I wholeheartedly believe that this group, all of you, are the truth. The ones that this faculty believe will remain committed to embracing these golden nuggets and tips and bringing them to life with purpose, passion, and intention, because you have the tools. You are the ones willing to challenge yourselves, willing to think critically, willing to lead courageously, and continue showing up with excellence even when the work is difficult. And also, where you're graduating from. The tools, this program, Chan has prepared you to be a leader in the spaces that you occupy. And can we just boast for a moment? Is this a safe space? Can we just boast for a moment? We should be feeling some special Trojan pride coming from the #1 program in the nation. See, you've been prepared to be confident leaders, to develop innovative approaches, to make impactful partnerships, to build healthy communities, and to mobilize knowledge, and to do all of this with integrity and compassion, and of course, with courage. So where are my PhDs? Give me a shout. Put your research into action. Allow it to be the change that you want to see. Let it get in the hands of the consumers and the clinicians and the educators and the policymakers. See, there's a deep sense of pride and honor and responsibility that comes from being connected to the birthplace of occupational science. But even more importantly, recognize the power you hold to shape the future through your scholarship. Define where the profession goes next. You are prepared for it. All right? Where are my entry-level OTDs at? Give me a shout. Yeah, give me a shout. Okay, there should be a louder shout. There's 100 and something of you, okay, here. Know that you have been prepared to be experts in occupation. Center it in everything that you do. It is our magic. Do not try to fit yourselves into a CPT code. Instead, allow occupation to drive your practice and define your impact. You have been prepared to be reflective, responsive, and engaged professionals. Global citizens, scholars who use evidence to inform clinical reasoning, and leaders who are willing to think differently and act boldly. See, you aren't just entering the profession, but you are contributing to how to reimagine it. Remember that? Our OT Renaissance, if you all were there? Reimagine the profession. You are advocates and you are visionaries. Speaking of, where are my visionaries at? Where are you at? What a class. Navigate complex systems no matter what, and bring your innovation to develop new concepts and frameworks and technologies. You are prepared for it. Now, same for my post-professional graduate, both masters and OTD. Give me a shout. Where are you? You see, you're already leaders, or you would not have made the decision to return to school and continue expanding your knowledge and your perspective and your impact. This takes courage, it takes discipline, it takes vision. Now, the question is, which pathway did you immerse yourself in? Was it pedagogy, research, policy, advancing clinical practice? You see, whatever you chose, know that your portfolio reflects far more than assignments and residency experiences. But it's the evidence of your growth and your commitment to advancing this profession. To me, to all of us on this stage, and no pressure, my post-professionals, but it means you are the experts. Either if you are here practicing in the United States, or even if you return back to your country, you are prepared. Okay, so in these beautiful, energetic, purpose-driven bachelor students, give me a shout. We can't forget about you all, because what a powerful way to already be ahead of the curve. You have found your path early, and that is something truly special. To already recognize within yourselves a desire to ensure that communities and people we work with can live meaningful, healthy, and productive lives speaks volumes about who you are and who you are becoming. See, OT is not just something that you found, but it's your calling. And there's something truly incredibly inspiring about understanding that purpose so early in your educational journey. Never underestimate the power of your energy, your curiosity, and your passion. We salute you because you are preparing. Yeah. Now, as you reflect on the 4 C's, please know this, that your intention does not always equal your impact. So please, be mindful how you show up, how you lead, how you serve. Create a legacy rooted in compassion and excellence and action. Embrace community, because community is what grounds, it's what strengthens, it's what reminds us that none of us are meant to do this alone. Look around, literally, look around. Your community is here. Activate your courage, because courage is what reinvigorates us. It empowers us, it engages us, and it ultimately involves us into the leaders we are called to become. Look around again. Hold each other accountable. Continue optimizing people's engagement through occupation. And please, please, never lose sight of the humanity at the center of this profession. And one more, I promise you, I'm gonna get to sit down. But one more nugget for your toolbox before I leave you. Say yes to opportunity. Take up space. Be fearless in becoming the change that you want to see in the world. Thank you all for your energy, your presence, and your time. And thank you again, Chan, for this invitation and the opportunity to share this space with such incredible colleagues. I could call you colleagues. You are the future, and we, all of us here, including your village behind you, believe in you. Turn those big dreams into reality. Thank you.
Thank you so much for those inspiring words. Each year, the division recognizes graduates who have distinguished themselves for their exemplary character attributes, academic excellence, and professional promise. A description of each award is noted in the satellite graduation program with names of recipients. At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Julie McLaughlin-Gray, Associate Chair for Academic, Faculty, and Student Affairs, to distribute our awards. As your name is called, please join us on the platform to collect your award. The Penelope Louise Richardson Award is presented to the doctoral student who demonstrates outstanding potential in fulfilling the future role of a faculty member. The recipient possesses qualities inherent to an academic future dedicated toward lifelong learning, diversity, student-centeredness, and a strong commitment to teaching. This year, this award goes to Marche Franklin. The Elizabeth June Yerxa Award is presented to a graduate student for academic excellence, outstanding scholarly research, and dedication toward the enrichment of the profession. This award goes to Sophronia Ringgold. The Elizabeth June Yerxa Award is presented to a graduate student for academic, okay. Sorry about that. The Justice, Equity, and Diversity and Inclusion Award is presented to the student who demonstrates effective leadership and dedication to efforts to promote diversity, access, and equity. This award goes to Elizabeth Diaz Alfaro. The Lisa Marie Bucher Award is presented to the student who demonstrates loyalty, trustworthiness, creativity, and the ability to make extraordinary accomplishments that further the educational mission of the division. This year, the award goes to Catherine Picard. Keep going. The Margaret S. Root Award for Professional Promise is presented to a student for professional promise and personal excellence. The award goes to Jasmine Sanchez. Outstanding contribution in the role of teaching assistant is awarded for dedication and excellence in supporting the educational mission of the USC Chan Division through service as a teaching assistant. This award goes to Maria Nicole Carmela Sombila. The Political Action and Advocacy Award is presented to the student who demonstrates leadership through political action and advocacy in service of occupational science and occupational therapy stakeholders, students, and/or professionals. This award goes to Sherry Unesi. The Spirit of Occupational Therapy Award is awarded to the student or group of students that best exemplify the spirit of occupational therapy through their commitment, caring attitude, spirit, and compassion for others. This year, the award goes to Mega Gela. The Leela Lorenz Award is presented to an OTD student for high level of commitment and dedication with programs and ideas that contribute to the creative enhancement of occupational therapy. This award goes to Alyssa Darmawan. The Trojan Spirit Award recognizes loyal leadership and dedicated service toward improving the quality of student life and campus community programs within multiple spheres of university life. This award goes to Mason Suba. Distinguished contribution to research or writing in occupational science or occupational therapy is awarded to a student who has demonstrated initiative, creativity, and skills in the research process or development of a theoretical paper. The award goes to Caitlin, Siri, and Gawang. Congratulations to all of our annual award recipients. I would now like to recognize those graduates receiving annual honors bestowed by the university. When your name is called, please rise and remain standing so that we may recognize you all together. Receiving the Order of the Laurel and the Palm, USC's highest honor bestowed on graduating students for exceptional leadership and service to the university community, is Mason Suba. Receiving the Order of Arete for distinguished leadership and service to the university community are, and I have a whole list, hang on, Alyssa Darmawan, Elizabeth Diaz Alfaro, Ona D. Laura Rico, Natalie Leon, Han Nguyen, Catherine Picard, and Sherry Unisi. Thank you. Receiving the Renaissance Scholar distinction for undergraduates who have academically excelled while pursuing two widely divergent fields of study is Aisha Sanders and Delisa Velasquez. I would also like to acknowledge the executive committees of the Occupational Therapy and Science Council, our graduate governance body, and Pi Theta Epsilon, the National Honor Society for OT students and alumni. Will the OTSC and PTE executive boards please rise to be recognized for your leadership and service? I would now like to introduce to you Dr. Samia Rafidi, Director of our entry-level professional program, who will now present the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree.
It is now my great pleasure to present the graduating class of 2026. At this time, will all candidates for the bachelor's degree please rise and assemble beside the platform. Today's ceremony is our 84th presentation of candidates who have completed the undergraduate curriculum leading to the Bachelor of Science degree in Occupational Therapy. As an occupational therapy major, bachelor students take their first step in becoming a professional who helps people lead meaningful, healthy, and productive lives. They require practical knowledge of the fundamental components of occupation, performance, and participation, which they apply to their own experiences and to those of their future clients to support health, well-being, and meaningful engagement in daily life. Dr. Baranek, please join me on the center of the platform to present the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Occupational Therapy degree.
Janelle Page Ambunan Bustamante. Jolena Dance. Brandon Jiang. Vincent Hang. Nicole Ellen Lien. Lila B. Marnell. Aisha Sanders. Kaylin Amy Tang. Delisa Velasquez.
All right, at this time, I'd like to introduce to you Dr. Emily Ochi. First, let's have all the bachelor's candidates stand and let's give them one more round of applause together. Congratulations. Now I would like to introduce Dr. Emily Ochi, who will present the candidates for the post-professional Master of Arts degree in Occupational Therapy.
At this time, will all candidates for the post-professional Master of Arts degree please rise and assemble beside the platform. Today's ceremony is our 78th presentation of graduates to receive the post-professional Master of Arts degree in Occupational Therapy. This one-year program is designed to prepare occupational therapists with advanced skills and knowledge to become more effective practitioners who will make important contributions to our profession, both in the U.S. and globally. I am now pleased to present the candidates for the post-professional Master of Arts degree.
Nin Yun Chang. Ting Xuan Xiang. Yang Chen Chang. Ho Lin Chen. Re Ju Chen. Mega Vima Nalish Gala. Enjo Xie. Mariam Hussein. Francine Olivine Harvier. Angela Nicole Estrella Elia. Raghavi Kumaravel. Heyman Lee. Yu Fong Lian. Jiawei Lin. Diktisha Kishan. Yusi Xie. Xin En Tien. Hu Zhenzi Hayes. Yu Quan Wen. Rebecca Wong Quan Rong.
Will all post-professional master's candidates please rise? Please join me in congratulating our 2026 post-professional Master of Arts graduates. Program Director Dr. Samia Rafidi will now present the candidates for the entry-level Doctorate of Occupational Therapy degree.
At this time, will the front row of entry-level OTD candidates please rise and assemble beside the platform? Candidates will then follow in order, row by row, so that only one row is standing at a time. Well, that's easy enough, right? Okay. Today's ceremony is our second presentation of candidates to receive the entry-level Doctorate of Occupational Therapy degree. The entry-level OTD is a 3-year program that prepares students to become experts in occupation, reflective, responsive, and engaged professionals, practice scholars, global citizens, and visionaries shaping change who use occupational therapy to enrich life for individuals and society. I am now pleased to present the candidates for the entry-level Doctorate of Occupational Therapy degree.
Layla Yasha. Nora Alada. Diana Artica Chicas. Jocelyn Sochili Artiaga. Marlena Backlar. Shayna Rebecca Barry Panko. Ernesto Antonio Batris Jr. Jonae Nania Komaka Ikolai Bio. Amity Beardsley. Stephanie Bessaril. Andres Beltran Soto. Gabriela Bernal. Taylor Ann Brown. Sarah Brumman. John Burridge. Brianna Burnett. Carolina Carrillo Perez. Joey Sennett. Cassidy Choi. Hee-jong Choi. Dawn Coleman. Cameron Ducosson. Alexandria DeRusi. Nicholas Antonio Delgadillo. Alyssa Dharmawan. Elizabeth Diaz Alfaro. Yadira Dominicucci. Cindy Delgado. Kyra Pauline Embry. Alexis Leticia Esparza Rodriguez. Ellery Ewell. Ferranda Flores. April Lucille Flores Melendez. Missouri Liliana Alatorre Hernandez. Rachel Fong. Colton Fraser. Ariel Gallen. Mackenzie Garcia. Beatrice Lourdes G. Anna Furong Glenn. Antonia Marie Gomez. Madison Joan Greer. Medina Samar Hamid. Jack Hansen. Gloria Maria Hernandez. Destiny Hoffman. Lydia Hung. Emma Hora. Shannon Howell. Ana Huertas. Bailey Ingalls. Rebecca Isabel Issip. Leslie Harkin. Gia Charlize Havate. Ashley Jung. Isabel Jewett. Jalen Anthony Jones. Christine Ju. Talia Christina Katayama. Ann Kenny. Esther Kim. Shannon Kim. McKenna Kitterman. McKenna Shelberg. Joy Koo. Christina Kwan. Vivian Kim Lam. Onadit Laura Rico. Joan Lee. Derek Lee. C. Rin Lee. Natalia Leone. Bailun Lee. Christopher Fernandez Lopez. Cindy Lopez Soto. Rufina Louis. Emma Ann Radley Lucan. Emily Ariana Marks. Miranda Marquez. Taylor McLaughlin. Shalon McLaughlin. Shivani Mehta. Essie Mintz. Audrey Mukhtarzadeh. Kennedy Mosley. Kathleen Mumina. Courtney Jade Mussman. Madison Nasirzadeh. Dana Nguyen. Hane Nguyen. Elisa No. Grace Amara Olado. Angela Ortiz. Danielle Passion. Rina Sofia Padilla. Swan Pan. Mimi Parrott. Leah Patel. Jason Peng. Jamie Melissa Perales. Andrea Perdomo. Sophie Isabel Perez. Annika Quinn Pham Hilidakis. Katrina Kim Pho. Catherine Picard. Alyssa Priggy. Maria Camila Ramos Medina. Paula Esperanza Reza. Desiree Rocha. Maria Rodriguez. Vanessa Marie Rosales. Savannah Runji. Russell Sakurai. Jasmine Yimileth Sanchez. Natalie Sanchez. Olivia Sanford. Sofia Salcedo. Allison Schachter. Kendall Schemmer. Mason Suba. Asia Denise Taylor. Jiegu Tong. Kim Tran. Deanna Serrano. Michelle Duan Trang. Jaylyn Trout. Jacqueline Weeds. Leslie Scarlett Vaje Martinez. Patricia Vargas. Maria Vasco. Lauren Weinberg. Calvin Wu. Alialani Yamafuchi. Adriana Yepes. Irene Yee. Sherry Unesi.
We're waiting for you, Sherry. Okay, will all entry-level Doctorate of Occupational Therapy candidates please rise? Please join me in congratulating our entry-level OTD graduates. Program Director Dr. Sarah Bream will now present the candidates for the Post-Professional Doctorate of Occupational Therapy degree.
At this time, will all candidates for the Post-Professional OTD degree please rise and assemble beside the platform. Today's ceremony is our 25th presentation of candidates to receive the Post-Professional Doctorate of Occupational Therapy degree. The Post-Professional OTD program is designed to prepare licensed occupational therapists for advanced leadership positions in which they can mobilize knowledge and leverage their expertise in order to influence healthcare delivery and policy. I am now pleased to present the Post-Professional Doctorate of Occupational Therapy candidates.
Lon Carico. Jin Yong Shin. Fidesz Faith Go. Darian Roberts. Katie Sirinamuang. Maria Nicole Carmela V. Sambilio. Shi Rui Tanya Tan. Naomi Urquidez. Benny Felucci Valiero Vire.
Been doing that the whole time.
Will all candidates for the Post-Professional Doctorate of Occupational Therapy please rise? Please join me in congratulating our post-professional OTD graduates. Program Director, Dr. Suk-Lee Liu, will now present the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Occupational Science.
Today's graduation is the 31st presentation of candidates to receive the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Occupational Science. Graduates of this program are engaged in the study of human occupation, defined as the purposeful activities that constitute the human experience. Occupational Science PhD graduates have the ability to generate, organize, and synthesize knowledge, contributing to occupational science theory and applications, including to occupational therapy, with rich interdisciplinary understandings of occupation, health, and social participation. This year, we have 6 candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree. At this time, will all candidates for the PhD degree please rise and assemble beside the platform? That's right, all of you. All right. But then you wait there. The academic regalia symbolizes the rich history of the university. Each level of academia has corresponding gowns, and the academic hood for postgraduates is a centuries-old symbol of scholastic achievement. Each candidate for the PhD degree will now receive their academic hood with the USC colors of cardinal and gold in satin cloth and dark blue velvet trim, symbolizing the achievement of Doctor of Philosophy. Our first PhD graduate, Yiyang Sunny Feng, is unable to attend today's ceremony. However, on behalf of her committee chair, Dr. Sean Roll, I'm pleased to announce her dissertation titled Technological Innovation in Construction, a mixed method study using occupational adaptation to understand changes in work performance and worker well-being. Please join me in congratulating and welcoming to the community of occupational science scholars, Dr. Yiyang Sunny Feng. Marche Denise Franklin, please proceed to the platform. On behalf of your committee chair, Dr. Amber Angel, I am pleased to announce your dissertation titled Exploring Authentic Belonging Through the Lens of Black Neurodivergent Women in Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics graduate programs, a multi-method study. Please join me in congratulating and welcoming to the community of occupational science scholars, Dr. Marche Denise Franklin. Sorry, I don't have a robo-reader for me. All right, Elizabeth Israelowitz, please proceed to the platform. On behalf of your committee chair, Dr. Sharon Cermak, I am pleased to announce your dissertation titled Evaluating Arousal Responses to Caregiving Touch in Children with Autism. As Dr. Cermak is unable to attend today's ceremony, a member of your dissertation committee, Dr. Grace Bernick, will bestow your hood. Please join me in congratulating and welcoming to the community of occupational science scholars, Dr. Elizabeth Israelowitz. Lori T. Pham, please proceed to the platform. On behalf of your committee chair, Dr. Beth Piatek, I am pleased to announce your dissertation titled Grounded Living, Exploring the Physical, Psychological, and Sociocultural Dimensions of Floor Sitting. Please join me in congratulating and welcoming to the community of occupational science scholars, Dr. Lori T. Pham. Sophronia Munoz Ringgold, please proceed to the platform. On behalf of your committee chair, Dr. Lisa Aziz-Zadeh, I am pleased to announce your dissertation titled The Oral Microbiome Brain Access in Children with Autism Spectrum Disorder. Please join me in congratulating and welcoming to the community of occupational scholars, Dr. Sophronia Munoz Ringgold. Our final PhD graduate, Eleanor Elise Taylor, is unable to attend today's ceremony. On behalf of her committee chair, Dr. Amber Angel, I'm pleased to announce her dissertation titled Multiple Masks Weigh Us Down, a qualitative participatory exploration of autistic people's intersectional performative experiences. Please join me in congratulating and welcoming to the community of occupational science scholars, Dr. Eleanor Elise Taylor.
Finally, I would like to recognize all the degree candidates who have also earned graduate certificates offered by the USC Chan Division. The Graduate Certificate in Foundations of Lifestyle Redesign recognizes advanced training to design and deliver lifestyle redesign interventions with diverse client populations. The Graduate Certificate in Sensory Processing and Sensory Integration recognizes expertise in identifying sensory processing disorders and using sensory integration treatments to address them. Will all the candidates who have also earned a graduate certificate please rise? Congratulations. Thank you. So, by the authority vested in me by the USC Board of Trustees and President, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree or certificate for which you have been recommended by the faculty, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. As evidence of these degrees and certificates, I shall direct that an appropriate diploma of the University of Southern California be presented to each of you, signed by its officers and embossed with the seal of the University of Southern California. Finally, on behalf of the entire Mrs. T. Chan Division of Occupational Science and Occupational Therapy, I wish to congratulate our new graduates on their accomplishments. I would now also like to invite the graduates to rise and acknowledge your parents, spouses, partners, and friends who have made this success possible. I hope you will all join us for a celebratory reception on the lawn south of Bridge Hall, a few minutes walk to the southeast. Please refer to the locations shown on the map in the commencement program, and we'll all be proceeding out that way so you can follow us. Faculty, be sure to exit the platform in the same direction from which you came. And now, will the USC Chan graduating class of 2026 rise, you're already risen, and follow the faculty for the recessional. Thank you, everyone.
Thank y'all.